Is up, people? How is everyone doing today? Thought I would pop on here and do a quick video because I haven't been on very much lately. I've been busy. So I will give people a few minutes to come in here. But I'm just going to go over a few things that I picked up today. The yard sale season is dying off. It's sad. It is sad. Money for Mars, how are you today? But I'm just going to go over some things that I haven't even been to the auction in 3 weeks or so. So today after lunch, I'm going to just do my regular work stuff for my work. Good morning. So yeah, I'm going to focus today on getting everything for my work done. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be able to focus on just getting stuff ready for the auction. I am, John. I'm still alive. Yeah, I've been busy. Hey, Joni, how are you? And let's see, Tiffany and Hugo is in the chat. So, yeah, the yard sales are dying off bad. I know it's hot. There's football starting, and there's some big community sales coming up. So I don't know if a lot of people that live in these big subdivisions are waiting for their fall yard sales. Mine is in what is the day? The 7th. I think it's in like 2 or 3 weeks. Path to Reseller is present and accounted for. Panning gold, right? I saw you last night saying you were crunching up some motherboards and getting the gold out. But yeah, it's today was weak. Scott is in New York. I think he said he's heading back here in a couple of hours. He'll be back, I think, tomorrow night. But let's see. I'll go over. We have yard sales year round. That would be nice. Let's see. Hey, stranger, how's the day going? Yep. It's going good. I'll probably put in another 10 hours for the week. That'll put me around 60 for the week. That's enough, I think, for the week. CJ got some goodies today. Let's see. 22 home sales. Marion. Lisa Frank pencil. There you go. Nice. So let's see. I'll show the few things. Well, here's one thing. I don't think I've shown this yet. This was, I can't remember. This was a yard sale after the flea market that we went to that I have not done my video for. But this is a die cast. This is how I do my cards. So this is going to my auction on Monday. And it's a Ertl 1/16 scale International 1586 on the front, 1586 die cast tractor. So these on eBay, this one is missing the little muffler thing, smokestack. These sell pretty good on eBay. I saw some that was just like this, missing the muffler, selling for $12 to $15 with 10 shipping. I think this will do fairly well at my auction, so I'm just going to take it up to there and let it fly because I paid $1 for this And that's what I like finding. Cheap stuff that I can flip like that. This was at a yard sale today. Still sealed. This was $1, and it is going to auction on Monday. See, something like this, if you didn't have an auction house that you sold at near your home, then this would be something, unless you just needed it, you would pass. Because this is not an eBay item. It's not an Amazon item. This is too big. So when I see stuff like this, I'll pick it up all day long. Let's see. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Let's see here. What do I want to? I got too much stuff. I'll show this. I picked this up at the last yard sale. It was a Sega Genesis. It has 2 controllers. It has the power supply, but it does not have the little thing right there, whatever that's called, the AV out. So I do have another one of these. So I'll test it. I'm going to keep one so I can test my Sega games when I find them. So I'll make sure this works, and if it does, I'll just order a generic Sega Genesis cord for this one. So that'll give me one to have to test all my stuff. Pick this up today. This is a vintage ashtray. I don't see any markings on this one. Stuff like this does well at my auction. It's a glass ashtray, and it's in this brass decorative thing here. So that was $1. So that is going to auction also. That's what I'm doing tomorrow, Sunday. I'm really focusing on clearing out a bunch of this stuff. Got this. I've got to take this apart. There's some screws around here because I guess the kids were trying to shoot crackers out of this, I guess. Little bit of cracker stuff, and also something paper. I don't know. I'll take it apart. This was 50 cents. These sell well. I think they've already taken it apart once. The screw is kind of loose right there. This says Dawn and her friend's doll case. And let's see. This has, I'm going to have to do some research on these. I don't know. This was just it's got a lot of clothes, a lot of vintage clothes. It's got this doll in there. I don't know how old these are, but this was $5. Lots of shoes, boots, some kind of Barbie stand. There's another doll in the bottom. And I don't have my, I do have my eyepiece. Hold on one second. This says 1967 Mattel on the back. So I guess it's a Barbie. I'll have to do some research. So anyway, all that is $5. Let's see. Sales too small. Auction house to go to. Do you sell any clothing? When I find stuff, I do. I picked this up the other day. That's a Guy Harvey shirt. It still has the tags on it for $24.99. I picked that up for $1. That'll go on eBay. That should have some. Barbie. She's rough. Got a bad head. You got to watch out for her. Hey, Glenn, David, how are you? I want to get into more clothing. There's a lot of clothing out there. My brother is doing very well. He went to the flea market the other day. I don't think I've told this story yet. Few and far between, Glenn. I'm showing a few things, but it was weak today. But my brother went to the flea market in Tennessee last weekend. There was a guy there last year. He had brought some vintage clothing down. He buys like tons of stuff, and then he'll take it to flea markets and sell it off. So he had some good vintage concert tees, sporting clothes, and they bought some stuff from him last year. And he said, "Why don't y'all just buy everything?" It's like I think he offered it for either 600 or 800, and they're like, "No, we'll pass." He goes, "Well, I'll bring." Yes, it is what you're talking about, the new location for the one that I go to. Yeah, that's the one I'm taking stuff to next week. But he was back again this year, and he brought the rest of his vintage clothing. So my brother and him and his buddy start looking at this stuff, and they say, "What do you need? What are you looking at?" He said, $2 per item, which was a steal for this stuff. So my brother had already found 40 shirts that he was going to get. So he was already in at $80. And they had only been through like a fourth of the clothing. And the guy said, "Why don't y'all just buy it all?" And they're like, "What are you looking at?" He goes, $200. So they both pulled out $100 and they just took it all. And they've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of old vintage shirts to go through. And then they bought his vintage hats for $20. And there was about 50 vintage hats and that old Mac hats. I think they said some of those 75 to 100 a piece. So they made out like a bandit. Picked this up today for $1. This is the Uniden Loud and Clear. I still have to test it. Any Soundgarden shirts? I don't know. I have not asked him what all he found yet. I'll remember that though. I'll see what he come across when I talk to him. Picked this up for $1. It's got the power cord. Doesn't have the little phone cord that goes to the wall, but there's one in this bag for another phone system that I picked up. Anyway, I'll have to test it. I got to go to my parents since they've got the phone line still. I don't have a phone line at my house. So picked this up for $1. 100% sell-through rate on the used ones on eBay at $29.95. So as long as it works, that'll be a good flip. And then I picked up a VTech system in here too. That's got 2 or 3 phones with it. It's got everything. I haven't looked it up yet. It was $1 also. Hitting the sweet tea already. This is sweet tea number 2. I need to get off the sweet tea. It's like liquid crack. It's ridiculous. I need to drink more water. I'd lose that last 10 pounds I need to drop. Let's see. Too much stuff in here. So, like I said, what I'm going to start doing. Oh, I'll show you one more thing. So Halloween's coming up. I used to sell a lot of Halloween stuff. I still have some Halloween things that is not listed. How much sugar in that? Probably a lot. If you're not used to drinking sweet tea and you drank some of this, you would probably hit the floor. But I've got a lot of masks that I've got to get listed. This is from Ghoulish. Some mummy mask. I think I've got 3 or 4 of these I've got to get listed. I've got some Michael Myers knives. Got to get those listed. I've got one more Walking Dead Lucille bat. I've sold all the rest of these. I took this one and painted gloss blood on it to make it look real. In the South, it's not a question of how much sugar. Yep, that is right. So yeah, I got one more of these. I got to get listed. Um, that's stuff that I buy wholesale. And then, if y'all remember, a while back, I bought some of this stuff at Goodwill. Still sealed. Probably not an eBay item, but I think I'm going to take some of these to auction. See, I've got I've got two tombstones and two coffins. These are brand new. Got $1 each in these. I'll take these up to the auction, and if I don't put some in my yard, I may put one in my yard. We'll see. But I'll wait a few weeks, probably 3 weeks, and then I'll start taking some of that stuff up there. Hello, Jennifer. Let's see. And let's see what else. I do coins also. So I'm trying to focus on clearing out a lot of stuff. If I come across pennies, I'll like wheat pennies. Like this is all these are still from the 20s. So what I've been doing with these is when I buy a whole bunch of pennies, I'll pull out the teens and the 20s. And I'll make like a little card and I'll put like 15 pennies from the 1920s. And I'll lay them out and I'll actually write the dates and the mint mark on the card so they can see it in the picture. So that's probably enough for 2 more. I did 3 the other day, and those sold for I think $8 to $10 a piece, a card. So 15 pennies sold for $8 to $10. So that wasn't too bad. And I have nothing in these because when I pull these out, I sell all the other pennies in rolls of 50, and I make my money on that. And then all this is just all extra. Then I buy Indian head pennies in bulk. These are from the late 1800s, 1880s, 1890s, and up to 1909. I do these in singles. I put those in the little square coin things, and I'll actually write. I wish I had one here to show you. I actually got a label maker, and I'll actually write or put it in the thing and print out labels. It'll say 1890 Indian head penny and stuff like that. Makes it look really nice. So those sell fairly well for me, unless the market gets flooded. It's one of those things like I mentioned a while back about my signs. Sometimes, there'll be 50, 60 signs up there, and they don't sell for any money because there's so many. They'll sell for, $4, $5, $6. And then all of a sudden there's no signs for a while, and you take 4 or 5 and they go for $10 to $15. Oh, okay. Is that a 6 foot or 8 foot, David? And I've also got a bunch of these too. I bought some coins from a lady. I paid $110 for all her coins, and I've made quite 6 foot. Okay, thanks. So I've got a bunch of these still. These are all uncirculated pennies from. These are 63 P's, and they're just, I don't know if you can see those. Those are just nice and bright. So these do fairly well up there also. There's a 63, 64, and 1959 D roll. So I think I've still got about 10 or 15 of these. So that's another thing that's all profit. But see, I've got so much of this stuff. I try to take it up there a little at a time. It's just like the golf balls that I took up there when I bought from my neighbor. He had 750 golf balls, and I put them in trays of like 60, and I took them up there, one a week, two a week, and then I finally the other day I took the last 4 up there. That was the yard sale that I bought out for $50, and I think those last 4 up that I took up the other day brought $70 or $80. I think I think it was 70 for the 4 boxes. So that finished all of those off. So now I'm trying to do the same thing for my coins. I've got coins that I keep in my safety deposit box at the bank, and then I've got stuff that I buy to sell. I need to get rid of all this. What is up, Josh and Manny? Let's see. Those were all my loft. That's what they were. The guy that had it, they were selling his or her father-in-law's stuff. He used to walk around a golf course in Huntsville, and he would pick those up as he walked around. So let's see here. I think I'm up to date on all of that. So like I said, I got so much crap. I mean, good stuff in here. I tried to show some of this the other day. This was somebody went to the dumpster at my work and threw in a clear bag. It was a clear bag like this, a big bag, like 30-gallon bag. And, I opened up the dumpster to throw something in. It's laying right on the top. And it's like, okay, all that stuff looks like new. So I just grabbed the bag, put it in the back of my truck, brought it home, looked at it. And when I tore it open, there was like nicely folded towels and stuff in there. It was all freshly washed. They just didn't want it anymore. I guess they washed it and threw it away. Beach towels, 6-foot tall beach towels, really, really nice. I mean, like $20 to $30 beach towels. So I kept that. Of course, I threw them in the washer and washed them again. But then it had stuff in there like this. Dolce & Gabbana had the box. Got a bag. It says Dolce & Gabbana on it, and it's just a headband, but it's got Dolce & Gabbana on the inside. So it looked like they had cleared out some drawers. So a lot of the stuff I picked up, like I'm just going to put in a yard sale. So if anybody's in Delta, this will be in my next yard sale. There was a lot of stuff like this that's the metal that may sell on eBay. I'll have to look. But then there was stuff like this, Vera Bradley. It's like brand new. This was all in there. So I've got a whole box of stuff like this. That Ray-Ban. There's some Ray-Ban. I don't know if the glasses are in here. Well, I don't think those are Ray-Ban. Anyway, it's got a Ray-Ban case. And the glasses I don't think they're Ray-Ban. I got gypped. So, yeah, stuff like that. There's some Bose headphone things. So anyway, I got quite a bit of stuff from that. That's exactly right. 50 cents of material plus a DG label Boom. the Lassenman, how are you? So yeah, that's about it. I thought I'd pop on, and since I hadn't been on very much lately, been so busy. But once I get back, I'm going to. I got a lot of videos that I'm going to do. Got some kind of neat ideas that I'm going to throw out there. Some of it will be, most of it's reselling, some of it's not. So I'll throw some extra stuff out there. I'm going to try to get out early in the morning, go in my garage. I bought a big pallet at an auction a long time ago, and it's full of tents. So I need to get the tents out in the driveway, open those up, put those together, make sure all the pieces are there. And then what I'll do is I'll take a picture of the tent, and then I'll take it back apart, put it in the bag if all the pieces are there. And then I'll take it up to the auction and put they'll show the picture. Here's the tent. This is it set up. It's in great shape, et cetera, whatever. It's getting colder by the week here now. Where are you from again? I forgot. In Alabama, it's going to be hot, and hot. Monday and Tuesday, I believe, is supposed to be the hottest day of the year here that we've had so far. Hey, Greg. So let's see. Yeah, I want to get colder here. This morning you walked out and it was like, that's good. The temperature was, just right there where you felt that coolness just for a little bit. Now it's hot outside. I don't know what the temperature is now. Let's see. It's up to 86 right now. I think it's supposed to be 96 today. And then Monday and Tuesday, it's supposed to be right at 100. We have not hit 100 temperature-wise. We have heat index-wise. We've hit 110 to 115 heat index, but hadn't hit the temperatures of that. Oh, that's right. You're from Norway. I'm going to go to Norway one day. I'd like to go to Norway and Sweden and across the top over there. Okay, what did I say? I said tents. I got you. Now I don't have a bunch of the others in the garage. You can't stick those in the garage, can you? Get your mind out of the gutter, folks. I'm from the South. I have to enunciate. Well, all righty. I'm going to go get some lunch, and then I'm going to get to work. So thanks for coming in. You'll love the politics. I don't even like the politics here in the U.S. I don't know if I would like it in Norway and Sweden. That would be weird, Tracy. Hey, just me. You're welcome. See you later. Okay. So anyway, I'll be on here more coming up. I promise. I just had to repeat my food order for it. All right. So I'm out, and I will see y'all on the next video. Have a good one.